Ahoy gamers, welcome back to our Diablo 2 Zero to Ubers as we're playing through as our Amazon. Today's episode we continue to make our way through Act 3, taking on all of the perils of the forest of Travancore. We head into the Travancore, we take on the council, we have a couple sticky situations. We then take on Mephisto, which is quite an easy fight. Head into Act 4, take on Israel, which is relatively easy. We do a bit of farming to level up to prepare us ready for the Diablo boss fight. So without any spoilers, let's jump straight on in. Now we're back in Diablo 2 Remastered as we're trying to go from Zero to Uber. This is the second episode of the series. Last episode I started off, I was using like an AI or ChatGPT to give me a build. I'm just going to use Maxi Roll. I'm just going to use a build off there. But we're going to try and go for Zero to Ubers. Although the ChatGPT did just pick up a build from Maxi Roll that I was going to use anyway. So we're just going to focus on using that. So here we are in normal difficulty. We're going to try and get through and hopefully defeat Diablo today. That is my only goal for today's episode. Let's get to Diablo. So I need to get all the way through Act 3 and then obviously Act 4. Act 3 is probably my most hated act, to be perfectly honest. I just hate it with a passion. But we'll be fine. We just need to bonk our way through all these mobs. Pick up any random... I don't know why there's so many random stuffs dropping, to be honest. There we go. I want to see the potions. So I've been playing a lot of action RPGs recently. I've been playing a lot of Titan Quest 2. If you haven't tried it yet, recommend picking it up. Very good game. Anyway, so we've been playing a lot of Titan Quest 2, so you need to get used to playing these older school ARPGs again. And I need to double check what my player difficulty is on. I'm not 100% sure what it is. Oh, an Ephraim, that's useful. And the healing potion is always useful as well. So these guys can go sit in there. You can put this in there. Perfect. So we are going to be quite careful. So we are obviously making a Javazon to get us started, at least so we can start farming. Because obviously we're going to be end up using probably I think we end up having to use like a crush build later on to beat the Ubers. So for the time being, we just need to be able to do as much damage and be able to farm to get all the items. As we're hardcore so self-found, obviously I'm not trading with any other characters. I cleared out my stash when I started this. So, got nothing special on this character. It's just the bare basics that I started off with. Currently, we've just got a random javelin. We've got the skull cap. We've got stealth, and that's about it. That's the only real good bit of kit we've got. So we're just kind of winging it. So far, so good, to be honest. Okay, I don't really need identification scrolls. Can't remember whether this is, because I've not played Diablo 2 in a very long time, and I'm definitely not an expert at Diablo 2. So I can't remember whether we need to go into the arachnid lair or the spider lair. You guys are probably shouting at me right now that I'm in the wrong place, but hey, never mind. It's free experience, I guess. Although I'm not really getting very much experience from this. But I do just want to double check this is the right place or not. And if it's not, never mind. Just going to keep running through all these. Okay, I don't think this is the right place because normally I think it's normally around here. If it is going to be anywhere, it'll be here. I don't think it's in the arachnid lair. I think it's the spider lair. It is the spider forest, therefore it should be in the spider lair. So you need to keep looking in the overworld for a little bit longer. And we're back in the overworld. Yeah, so we're just going to keep running around here, hoping we find it. I think this is the one. Yeah, we want Charge Strike. Power Strike is just an individual attack. If I'm fighting one mob, I want to use Power Strike. Charge Strike does a bit of AoE. Not much, just a little bit. Charge Strike does those little bolts that come out of the back of the boss, of the enemy. What's this charm for? Okay, we definitely want to identify you when we can. Use you. Yeah, we definitely want an identification scroll. Okay, there is an elite just there. It's a shame we can't quite hit him. Can he come to me? Yes, he can. Good. Obviously, he doesn't drop any loot because he's over some water. If you kill a mob that's over a gap that you can't reach, he won't drop loot. There are some circumstances where it will, if it's over a ledge rather than physically over a void you can't reach, it'll drop it on top of the ledge you're on. But 9 times out of 10 it won't drop it on the ledge, it will just bin it on the floor into the void, so you can never get it. Right, you can keep running around. So we want to find the spider lair, then we want to find the flare jungle, or flared jungle. I think I'm pretty sure I'm on players 1 at the moment, because I hate this act. I really do hate this act. So when I get to Act 4, I'll bump it back up, because I don't mind Act 4. It's quite a fun act. Fighting against Diablo is good fun, and the mobs aren't too dangerous. But I just don't. I really hate this act. Every bone in my body. Right, what's this? Extra gold defenses? No, not very good. I guess we can keep it to sell. There we go. Right, hopefully the spider lair is down here. And this looks like this may not be it. Do a bit more explore. Oh, no, there it is. Spider cavern, not spider lair. That's fine. We'll grab this. We probably won't show us running around looking for the Flayer jungle, because that could take ages. Because in Act 3, the map splits up into the first map, which is the Spider Forest, splits up into 3, or splits up into 2. One can lead to the Great Marshes, which is not the way you want to go. The other one can lead to the Flayer jungle, which is where you do want to go. And if you go the wrong way, or if you can't quite find the conjoining map, it could take you ages. So we'll just jump back in when we get to the Flayer jungle / the Flayer caverns. I think it's the Flayer caverns, because that is the longest part of this act, just running around finding these locations. After that, it's really easy. But once you get this chest, then we'll just jump forward. I'd like to at least level up once, to be honest, while I'm in this act. So we are level 23. Because we are going to farm when we get to Act 5. So next week's episode will start with us in...
what would this bring from
next week's episode will start with us in...
I can't carry anymore.
I can carry more. It's just have to do a bit of Jenga. The next episode will start with us being in... oh, what just had down there? Act 5. So I would like to start Act 5 with... what's it called? I'd like to start Act 5 in... Come on, I keep so blank. Farming the first boss. I can't remember what the first boss is called. I'd like to start Act 5 farming him. Just until I get to at least level 30. So I can use Lightning Javelin. A really good skill. And it's... I don't need that anymore. Extra fire, I don't need extra poison damage. It's relatively pointless now. Awesome. Right, let's clear out our cube as well. Okay, the eye can stay in there.
Good day.
I think I'm only going to pick up rares for now on. I do want to pick up some more potions as well. But we're going to go farm... Why do I have this? I can't remember. Do I not have enough strength for it? I do. Yeah, we'll jump back in when we get to the Flayer jungle and we find the Flayer caverns, wherever the Flayer caverns are called. And here we are in the Flayer dungeon. I was about to call it the jungle. We have just left the jungle and entered the dungeon. This is pain because these under flares will explode once you kill them. Very annoying. Very annoying. It says we're no longer following the AI for this character. I have just made myself an Nadir, which is the helmet. Which normally make in Act 1, just a Neph and a Tear rune and a 2-socket helmet. It gives you mana per kill. Really useful. It just means that I can kind of manage my mana a little bit better. So I'll just show you here. There you go, there's a Nadir. It's loads of defense against missiles, strength, mana per kill. Gain a little bit less gold, but hey, it's fine. So now we're in the Flare dungeon. We just need to find the next 2 floors. I believe it's 2 floors. The waypoint's miles away from the dungeon, so we're going to have to run back out anyway. So it's not the end of the world. And we're going to bonk our way all the way through this. The Flare dungeon isn't really that dangerous. It's just a bit annoying. But then when we get into Travi, once the dungeon's over, we'll just be able to speed run our way through Travi or into Well, I say speed run. Quick for my gameplay. Quick for my liking, I should say. Trav is pretty quick into the joints I hate. Yeah, it doesn't take too long. Alright, let's grab that. Just keep bonking all of these guys down. Awesome. Make sure I have full health when I take on those guys, because they can explode when they die. Do a load of damage. As you can see, we're quite strong, considering. We just need to keep on top of all of our health and all of our mana. Perfect. Right, let's keep looking for this silly little next floor. Keep drinking my potions. Got loads of potions stocked up in here. And here we go. Level 2. Oh, ghosts. I don't remember seeing ghosts in it before. It's fine. Ghosts are relatively easy. I prefer fighting these ghosts than these Stygian dolls-esque things, the undead flayers, because they do explode and they can do loads of damage. I've died a few times in the past due to Stygian dolls. Probably my closest 0 to Uber's character was a paladin. I was farming some Mephisto runs in Hell, and I got caught with my underwear down and got killed by loads of Stygian dolls, which is very sad. Panic. I could have saved and exited, but as I was panicking too much, I just died. Very sad. I was on stream as well. I can't even blame the stream chat because I wasn't even reading at that moment. May have been my missus walked in front of me. I doubt she walked in front of me, but hey, I can't really blame everyone else. It's probably my own fault. But I'm hoping this Amazon lasts slightly longer. I have already had an Amazon get to end game. I had a few characters get to end game. I think altogether I've had about 5 characters get to end game, as in get to beat hell. So that's quite impressive. Considering I'm a bit of a noob when it comes to this game. Those that have seen my streams, they know obviously I'm very much a noob in this game. But hey, you have to start somewhere, and I'm intending to at least beat Ubers. I want to kind of make more of a series on ARPGs, hence why I've been doing a lot of Titan Quest recently. I want to do a little bit more Diablo content, particularly Diablo 2. Not too fond of Diablo 3 or 4. I want to do a lot more Diablo 2 content. If there's anything you guys want to see, I want to try unusual builds on Diablo 2. Things that probably shouldn't work, and I'm going to see if they do work. Like one I want to try is a melee sorceress is one I want to try. Something that really shouldn't work. Right, let's just keep following this around. I hate this this 3rd floor because it's always a maze, and I hate the fact I've got Nadir on because it does reduce my visibility. If I could go over here, yeah, not by much, but it does reduce it. And we just walk all the way around, and then I'll jump back in when we get into Travi, or I think we have to go for the bazaars first, but that's fine. Right, it should be just around here. Okay, I think we went to the wrong side. I didn't mean to use the potions. Ouch, that was a lot of damage. Okay, this guy is quite tough. There we go, it's awesome. Right, it was quite dangerous. The fact I just... There we go, I was waiting for him to explode. And just like that... What's hit me? Okay, that was a trap of some sort. Don't need that staff. Kite shield. I don't have enough room in there, that's fine. However, we are probably going to very quickly run back to town. Have leveled up. Obviously, we haven't finished this floor. We still need to find the item. Level up, good, more vitality, and then we've got some more points into this. Play Javelin, don't really need that Play Javelin at the moment. So we get more damage from Power Strike. How much does this go up by? It goes up by 47 on the higher part. That's fine. This increases it by... Okay. Power Strike is definitely our single target killer. That's for sure. We can sort our inventory out and we can jump back in. And here we are. I've lost a character to this Storm Tree guy before, so I just want to show this. Quite tough. In Nightmare in Hell, this guy is lightning immune. I know I'm surrounded by him. I'm just going to have to tank this. There we go. All his mobs are dead. Big damage. Perfect. That can be quite a little tasty fight, to be quite honest. Shoo. I didn't mean to drink that healing potion. Awesome. So now we're in the bazaar, below Kursk. So there's not really much in here. We're just going to power through. I didn't mean to use that skill. We did get the brain in the previous dungeon. I just didn't show it because he was just in the room next to where we got to. Ooh, a green item, eh? That could be interesting. We're going to see what that is when we get an identification scroll. I don't know what all the sets are. I know some of the basic ones, but I don't know what all of them are, so that could be anything. As it's in normal, rather than nightmare or hell, it's probably going to be trash, to be fair. Alright, so we're just looking for the exit. I don't really want to kill every single mob in here. I will kill them if they come after us. But I'm not really fussed about every single mob. Okay, the waypoint should be around here, but I don't really need the waypoint. We'll find the waypoint in the next map. So we need to go into the sewers, and there's about it. Go into the sewers, and then we also need to clear the right temple. Okay, it's not this side, it's fine. Okay, don't really care about blues. We're going to probably jump in when we get to... I think we should be safe until we get to... I think when we take on the council. I think that's probably going to be the next pinch point where we might have some difficulty. So see you there. Let's go. Let's take on the council. And this should be okay. Been okay so far in this act. I'm hoping that we don't just get absolutely sidewinded. We've got quite a high fire resistance. Okay, these little hydras aren't spawning, that's fine. Okay. Let's go to single target damage. We do a lot of single target damage here. Just got to keep chugging potions. We are slowed. Okay, we did take a lot of damage there. Grab the flail. Okay, almost died there. That's fine. So let's get... Should probably not do this while cursed, but hey, I like to play with fire.
Skatsim's reign is renewed.
There we go. One more to go. Perfect. I don't think there's any more up here. Ask for Kane for help. Don't really need help, Kane. There we go. Perfect. Let's double check there's no more mobs in here. Okay, that is all of them. Perfect. So we don't have any more potions left, so that we're going to have to quickly go grab some more. I'm not too worried about the Joints of Hate, to be quite honest. So we'll just jump through when you get to Mephisto. I think that's probably the next danger point is Mephisto. We just want to put one in there, two in there, and we want to grab some potions as well. So we'll see you when you get to Mephisto. We had a very, very simple Joints of Hate. All of the stairs are actually very close to one another, especially the waypoint's a really good location. This might be worth farming in the future. Like obviously, as soon as you go into Nightmare, this is all changing anyway. So we just use then Power Strike to do big damage. He says, as he stops doing damage, he's frozen. Chilled at least. Just got to keep popping potions. And boom, Act 3 is done.
I am overburdened.
Got Festive Soulstone. We have got a new javelin, which is nice. Do need new javelin.
But
Got blade,
still,
I guess.
There's something
Do we need any of these? Giant sword will probably not fit in there. It's fine, because that's in there. We might be able to make room for some of these. That chest plate, because I wouldn't mind selling some of these, to be quite honest. There we go, that'll do. Those javelins could be good. It's definitely going to be better than what I've got now, that's for sure. Skip this. So we're going to get through Act 4 in today's episode, and then we'll end it. There we go. Oh no, I don't care about the lore. Thank you, Tyrael. So this is a relatively easy act. Take on Israel, destroy the Soulstone, take on Diablo. Really easy. So that requires 47 dexterity. That's not bad at all. We will be using that. One hand, throw damage, huge increase. Obviously, I just can't quite use it yet. This, is it better than what we've got? I'd say no. And those, obviously I can't use any of those. That is completely fine. I'll take that upgrade. So we just now need 47 dex. We're a couple levels off from that. That's fine. I'd like to probably use that when we get to Diablo. So we definitely want to do some farming when we get a little bit closer to Diablo, that's for sure. But on that note, let's get all these items out. You need to be moved over here. No, we get you out. Perfect. So, need 47 dexterity. So that's going to be base value of... Does it give me any dex? No, it doesn't. Fine. So 47. So that's going to be 2... It's going to be 3 levels I need. Which is fine. We should be able to get it in Act 4. We may have to farm the River of Fire, River of Flames, or even farm the Obsidian Sanctuary. It's definitely not called that. Citadel, farm Diablo's home, wherever it's called. I can't remember the name of the final location. If needs be, we just farm there for a bit. But by looking at quick eye experience bars already moving, you could very well get that before we get to the final boss. So Act 4, relatively simple. You don't need to kill every mob, but we are going to kill every mob for the experience. You just want to run around and look for Iziel. I could have used that to get a better gem, but that's fine. You just want to keep running around. Look for Iziel. He could be anywhere. Well, he's definitely not here. He's in the next map. But he could be anywhere in the next map. You normally want to keep an eye out on the mini-map. It's normally a telltale sign of where Iziel is. I think you get a new skill point from that once you kill him, which is always useful. Yeah, I have a good feeling we're probably going to get those 3 levels we want. Just because the amount of experience we're getting anyway. And with that note, we'll probably jump back in when we get to Israel, because this is relatively tame. Yes, we're having to use a lot of potions, but yes, this is tame. We can survive this. And we found Iziel in the Plains of Despair. And you see, here he is. Here's the badger. Annoyingly, I keep attacking. His hitbox is rather large, so I keep trying to walk away. I kept clicking him. Bit annoying. But anyway, first world problems, I guess. He's quite annoying. You can see here. He's got a fair bit of health, but just hold down right click and he will die. He's not the hardest. Just pop the odd potion here or there. He says. There we go. A few hits off then. Come on, down you go. But there's a crit. Awesome, he's down. Now talk to his soul. What have you got for us? Okay, now talk to Tyrael, and I think I get some... There you go, I get a new skill point. Good. So I can put that into evade. Increases the chance to dodge a melee or missile attack while running or walking. Awesome. We want that one. And we've got a point here. Power Strike. So that is now maxed out. So now we can put points into Charge Strike, which Power Strike and Charge Strike both affect Lightning Fury, which is very good because that's what we're going to focus on as soon as we can. So at level 30, so we've got 5 levels to go. So next point we're going to Plague, and then we'll then get ready to put points into Lightning Fury. We're going to restock on potions, and we'll see you when we get to... no, I don't want to buy that many. Never mind, just drink them more, I guess. And we'll see you again when we get to... Ooh, fire resist, we'll grab you. Yes, please. Awesome. So we've got a lot of resistance charms there, mainly fire. So our fire resistance is quite high now. Yeah, keep getting distracted. We'll see you when we get to the Hellforge. Is the Hellforge we're looking for? Yes, it is. We'll see when we get the Hellforge. We can see what we get. If we get a good rune, hopefully. But more than likely, we're not going to get a good rune. And we've just got to the forge. We have found the waypoint to get us out of here, which is always useful. So we probably won't level up this time round, but we'll clear out the River of Flame, and then the Citadel of Flame, I think it's also called. So we'll clear out Diablo's domain, and then we'll just, if we haven't leveled by then I will, ideally I want to level up one more time after this. If we haven't leveled up by then, we'll just farm it again. We'll just clear the Citadel of Flame again, because we really want to use those javelins before we commit to try and take on Diablo. I'm sure we'll be fine, but I just don't really want to take any chances. Because here all these stranglers are going down. Okay, a ruby drop, nice. Let's quickly put these guys onto my bar. There we go. Okay, awesome. So we're taking care of those. Okay, there should be the blacksmith somewhere around here. Where is he? There he is. The armourer, not blacksmith, sorry. Gonna do our charge strike to take out any ads. Annoyingly, it's not taking out the ads. Okay, and our legs just broke. Not ideal. So there it goes down. Perfect. Just like that. Easy. Now I have no health potions, but that's fine. We do want to, I don't really want to run back to town. So we'll try and take this out. We'll go around this way. Equip you quickly. Awesome. Hit this a couple times. Perfect. We equip this. Power rune. Okay, not very good. That's fine. I'll take it, I guess. And we will do a couple farms of the Citadel Flame. I think. Oh, is it called? I can't remember. In Diablo's like home, we'll do a couple runs of there until we level up. Once we level up, we'll go and take on Diablo. So we'll probably, you guys, it'll be seconds. For me, it's probably going to be about 20 minutes of me farming. That's fine. I don't mind doing that. So we'll see you shortly, as long as we don't die, that is. So I may have messed up, and I am 1 dexterity short. So I did level up. I'm very annoyed about that. So 1 dex short, so we're just going to do this. I'm sure we're finding a Diablo. Let's see how easy they drop now. We are relatively tanky. If we find anything that gives me +1 dexterity, great. We'd instantly equip it. The really cool javelins we need, that we have. But obviously I'm not gonna stay here and grind this for hours just to get another level. We'll take the hit. I'm sure we'll be fine against Diablo. First we obviously need to beat his minions. There we go, minions dealt with. Pick up all these potions on the floor. Use this rejuvenation potion. Glop, glop, glop. That's it, perfect. That's 1 seal done. I have cleared all the other 2 seals out, so just need to go to them and make sure they're still clear. If we find any boots or gloves, we'll be picking them up. Just in case they give me any dexterity, because it just allows me 1 dex. I was looking to see if I had anything I can... I have got some gems, some emeralds that I can put into some armour, but I don't have anything with sockets. It's a tad annoying. Yeah, this one's going to be slightly more annoying because Lord Farquaad over there is really annoying to fight. So let's go... No, that's the wrong skill. I took a lot of damage there. Okay, so I do kind of want to take on all of his mobs first. There we go. Now it's just me v him. And just like that, he's down. Perfect. So rejuvenation potion, take a couple of these, and take you. And boop, there we go. So now we've got the tough side to take care of. This side is a little bit annoying, because these Venom Lords can be a bit of a pain. But we're going to activate this one first. There we go, they've all just spawned. Not ideal, they all just spawned there, that's fine. Okay, you can hold down shift and not move. Okay, we should be able to run away from here. Good, we can. Okay, now we're walking again. Should be able to take 1 or 2 of them on. There we go, awesome. Managed to take them out. Got a bit of a maul there. And we're going to quickly sort out our potions. And then we'll be back ready to fight Diablo. Right, let's go. Open the seal. Run straight to Mr. Diablo himself. I'm going to drop a portal just off to one side. There's a spare portal down here. I'll grab that. So we do want the single target damage, which you see here does a lot of damage. Wait, there it is. So we need to be somewhat careful here. Okay, lightning, bad. Lightning, very bad. Lightning, very, very bad. Okay. That's frustrating. So that is the end of Rothmer Ubers. It's another hardcore Uber character down the drain. We'll be back next week as we go through and play as another character. We're going to keep going until we manage to do Ubers. So that's a bit of a shame. Obviously, we have got this assassin that we did try before. Karen of the Kicksins. We've got... that's actually all we've got at the moment. Because I did delete a lot of these characters. Obviously, I've got loads of mule characters, but obviously I'm not using them. I'm purposely doing a solo Southbound. We will be back. As we do this outro, as I start to decide what class I'm going to do next time. Made it this far, thank you much for watching. Got a couple of links down in the description down below. First one being to the Discord, the community Discord. If you want to join the community, you're more than welcome to join. And you can probably call me a noob. That's completely fine. I've got two links to two different YouTube channels down below as well. One to Mrs Rothmers Channel, one Nerd to Rule Them All. Just all about fantasy lore. Stuff like Warhammer, Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, and some Witcher stuff. We've got a joint YouTube channel called Nerdy Miniatures, which is all about us collecting nerdy miniatures. So that's all of the Warhammer tabletop. Either it being Lord of the Rings, the Battle Strategy game, Age of Sigmar, or some Warcry. We're just building, painting, soon to be battling. So that's the type of stuff that tickles your fancy. Have a look over there. So have a wonderful day, everyone, and we'll be back next week, continuing our attempt of 0 to Ubers. Have a good day, everyone, and peace out.